ताजे बरोबर भोंवता, ताणें हो फॅब्रिकेट केलो व्हिडिओ. देर वॉज नो मिडिया प्रेझेंट, नाल्यार मिडियान सांगचें खंयची मिडिया ती प्रेझेंट आशिल्ली ती. कोणूच मिडिया नाशिल्ली थंय. हाजो स्वताचो मिडिया फ्रेंच बियर्डवालो तो व्हिडिओ काडटा, स्पेसिफिकली दोतोराचे आनी ताचे तें नाटक ड्रामा शूट करता आनी भायर येता आसतना तोच हाका प्रश्न विचारता की कितें जालें काय म्हणून. सो दीस लुक्स लायक अ फॅब्रिकेटेड ड्रामा. ताजी शेड्यूल विजीट नाशिल्ली जीएमसीन, तो खंय एअरपोर्टार वतालो. म्हाका दिसता कदाचित ताजी फ्लायट जी आहा ती मातशी डिले जाली आसली अर्द वर, म्हणून कितें तरी टायमपास करपा नाका म्हणून हो जीएमसीन घुसला. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल खंयच्याच मंत्र्याक अधिकार ना मोबायल व्हिडिओग्राफी घेवन भितर घुसून शूटिंग करपाचो. कसलोच अधिकार कोणें दिल्लो ना. इमर्जन्सी वॉर्डान थंय पेशंटाची प्रायवसी, दोतोराची प्रायवसी आसता. थंय फाल्यां महिला आसपाक शकता, गायनेक पेशंट आसपाक शकता, म्हणून तूं वचून व्हिडिओ काडटलो. ऑथॉरिटी कोणें दिली हाका? तो फूल व्हिडिओ जर आमी पळयत आनी ताजी बॉडी लँग्वेज जर पळयत, म्हाका अशें दिसलें की सत्तरेच्या वर राजशाही करता म्हण थंय. दॅट गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज, राजीव गांधी गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज हें हाज्या बापायचें हॉस्पिटल न्ही. थंय एमएस आसा. हू इज द हेड ऑफ दॅट डिपार्टमेंट इमर्जन्सी वॉर्डान? ही इज एक्चुअली द बॉस. He is the one who is the appointing authority who has appointed that doctor. आणि म्हाका इतलेंच वायट दिसलें की ज्या एरोगन्सान, ज्या बेशिस्तपणे आरोग्य मंत्री थंय ताका लिटरली ताका ताणें शटअप म्हटलो, गेट आउट म्हटलो, थंय एमएस फाटल्यान उबो रावला आनी जाप सुद्दां काडना. दॅट इज द कायंड ऑफ टेरर ह्या मंत्र्यान थंय निर्माण केल्लो आसा गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजीन. आणि कारण कितें रे? आज जर आमी पळयत जाल्यार देर इज अ ड्यू प्रोसिजर टू डू ऑल दीस थिंग्स. अंडर द सिव्हिल सर्व्हिस मॅन्युअल अ मेमो हॅज टू बी इश्यूड. आफ्टर दॅट अ शोकॉज हॅज टू बी इश्यूड. द पार्टी हॅज टू बी हर्ड अँड देन द पब्लिक हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट वील टेक द फायनल डिसिजन. हू इज ही? हो विश्वजीत राणे कोण? बापायचे बेस हाजें. राजशाही सोंपली, ती आतां ना. वी आर इन डेमोक्रेसी. ह्या देशाचो संविधान, तातूंत आशिल्ले सगळे अधिकार हे लागू आसात. ताका कोणें ऑथॉरिटी दिली? आणि विश्वजीत राण्यान सांगचें खंयच्या ऑथॉरिटी अंडर ताणें सांगलें यू आर सस्पेंडेड फ्रॉम रायट नाव, गेट आउट, रिमूव युअर हँड्स फ्रॉम युअर पॉकेट. अरे हो कोण? एक दोतोर जे खरें म्हणल्यार सध्या आतां नोबल कॉज, दे आर डुईंग अ नोबल कॉज. हो बीकॉम, आय डोंट नो तो पास जाला काय ना, तो बीकॉम शिकिल्लो मनीस हो आतां दोतोरांक सांगतलो. आणि केस कितें रे? दॅट लेडी, वॉट वी हॅव कम टू नो, बिकॉज आय स्पोक टू द डॉक्टर, ही वॉज अनअवेअर. ही सेड आय डोंट नो वॉट हॅपन टू द HM आणि आपल्याच्या ब्लास्ट जावपाक लागलो. बट देन ही वेंट टू फायंड आउट द केस वॉज एक जाणटी बायल कोण तरी थंय आयिल्ली B12चें इंजेक्शन घेवपाक. हांव गोंयकारांक विचारपाक सोदता की B12चें इंजेक्शन घेवपाक आज गोंयकारांक जीएमसीच्या इमर्जन्सी वॉर्डान वचचें पडटा. ही आज गोंयच्या हेल्थ सेक्टराची वास्तुस्थिती आहा. दिस इज द फेलियर ऑफ विश्वजीत राणे. ताणें पळय तो ड्रामा करून दाखयलो आनी म्हाका इतलें वायट दिसता की थोडे मिडिया चॅनलांनी ताका सारको असो देव करून ना, ताणें एक्शन घेतली, सरप्रायज विजीट. अरे कसली विजीट? एटलीस्ट स्टडी द केस. हो खरो ना खलनायक विश्वजीत राणे. तेच समज जर तर फाल्यां तुमच्या कोणाच्या सोयऱ्याचो जो दोतोर आसा ताजे कडेन जाल्ले जाल्यार कितें करता आशिल्ले? हाजी स्वताची बायल, विश्वजीत राण्याची बायल एक दोतोर. सो हाज्या वयल्यान गोंयकारांनी काल पळयले की वो आपल्या बायलेक कसो ट्रीट करता आसतलो घरा कडेन. आणि दिस इज हॅबिच्युअल, दिस इज नॉट फर्स्ट टायम. आय वॉन्ट टू रिमाइंड द पीपल ऑफ गोवा. तुमकां याद जाता आसतलें प्रदीप नाईक, who was the dean of Goa Medical College, जाणें 40 वर्साच्या वयर आपल्या जिवनाची लोकांची सेवा करपाक दोतोरकेन दिली. आणि ह्या विश्वजीत राणेन आपल्या इगोक लागून ताका इल्लिगली अनसेरेमनियसली सस्पेंड केल्लो. 2.5 वर्सां ताका भायर दवरिल्लो. मनोहर पर्रीकर मुख्यमंत्री आसून सुद्धा ताका रिइन्स्टेट जालो ना. जेन्ना कोविडाचो काळ आयलो, जेन्ना दोतोरांची गरज आशिल्ली तेन्ना सुद्धा ताका हाडलो ना, ताका सेक्रेटरीएटान बसयलो. सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ बॅकग्राऊंड विश्वजीत राणे हेज. आणि कालचे जर आमी इन्सिडंट पळयत जाल्यार हाच्या फाटले कितें जालां आसतलें हे गोंयकारां मुखार हांव दवरपाक सोदतां. ताजेर आज आमी डिटेलान या नाका, फुडल्या येता त्या दिसांनी आमी ते उघड करतले. हो विश्वजीत राणे ब्रोकर मंत्री गोंयचे जागे जमनी पळय विकपा पेटला, हाजेर 29 तारखेक एक केस फायल जाली. हाज्याच सोयऱ्यांनी फायल केली बिचोले कोर्टान. 29 एप्रील 2025 हाजेर बिचोले कोर्टान केस फायल जाल्या की ह्या विश्वजीत राण्यान 1997 फ्रॉड केल्लो आसा. दॅट विल एक्सपोज लेटर. ते जाले म्हणून ह्या विश्वजीत राण्यान 5 मे 2025 इल्लिगली विश्वासराव लक्ष्मणराव राणे जो FDAचो इन्स्पेक्टर आशिल्लो ताका इल्लिगल पद्दतीन सस्पेंड केलो. 6 तारखेक ताणें धनाजी जयाजराव राणे जो गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजीन MTS आसा ताका सस्पेंड केलो. 6 तारखेक ताणें अपूर्वा अनंतराव राणे हू इज अ लॅब टेक्निशियन इन GMC ताका सस्पेंड केलें. सेम दिसाक 6 मे 2025 ताणें सायली मनोहरराव राणे जे ECGचे टेक्निशियन आसा ताका सस्पेंड केले इल्लिगली विदाउट फॉलोइंग एनी ड्यू प्रोसिजर. वाय? बिकॉज दीज पीपल आर अ पिटिशनर इन दॅट केस विच इज फायल्ड ऑन 29 एप्रिल इन बिचोले कोर्ट. हे सगळे राणेत मरे. आमचो फॉल्ट कितें? या मुख्यमंत्र्याक, गोंय राज्याच्या मुख्यमंत्री तो एक स्वता आपूण दोतोर म्हणटा, लज या गोंय राज्याक. एक दोतोर आसून तूं जर तर तुज्या फ्रेटर्नीच्या लोकांक जर तर सांबाळपाक शकना, तांचे जर तर तांचो मोरल जर तर तूं स्वाभिमान जर तर त्या दोतोरांचो सांबाळपाक शकना, तुजी लायकी ना थंय मुख्यमंत्री म्हणून बसपाची. रिजायन जा तूं. ना जाल्यार ह्या इरिस्पॉन्सिबल इरॅटिक आरोग्य मंत्र्याक ताबडतोब सॅक कर. He cannot be as a health minister who is behaving erratic way in hospitals. ताज्या उपरांत आनी एक केस तुमकां हांव सांगता. होच आरोग्य मंत्री 24 फेब्रुवारी 2025 म्हापसा आजिल्लो हॉस्पिटलान गेल्लो. थंय ताणें वचून 2 ड्रायव्हरांक इल्लिगल पद्दतीन सस्पेंड केले. आतां काही मिडियान तो व्हिडिओ घातिल्लो आसा, लायव्ह आसा अजुनी. गोंयकारा कडेन मागता की 24 फेब्रुवारी 2025 व्हिडिओ आजिलोचो विश्वजीत राण्याचो वचून मुद्दम पळयात. आणि त्या इन्स्पेक्शनान तो एक दोतोराचें नाव घेता कॉल्ड एज डॉक्टर शर्ली रिबेरो. आपय खंय आसा ती आपय. नाव दीस डॉक्टर had taken the due permission from the director of health services and she was out of the country. पूण तिका टार्गेट करपाक लागून ताणें थंयच्या MSक सांगलें की अरे खंय आसा ती आपय, ताबडतोब आत्तां आपय. इनस्पायट ऑफ नोईंग शी इज आउट ऑफ द कंट्री तिका ताणें सांगलें की आपूण सस्पेंड करता. मजा अशी की काही न्यूज चॅनलांनी 24 एप्रील 2025 दॅट इज एक्झॅक्टली आफ्टर 2 months एक न्यूज आयटम मारलो की डॉक्टर शर्ली रिबेरो हॅज बीन सस्पेंडेड. कन्फर्म्स HM ऑफिस. आता ह्या विश्वजीत राण्यान त्या दिसाक जो सेक्रेटरी हेल्थ मिश्रा पळय आसा ताका पत्र बरयल्लें की तिका सॅक कर म्हणून. देर इज नो ड्यू प्रोसिजर. तिचेर कंप्लेन ना. ती बायल 29 वर्सां जाली. शी इज द हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ रेडिओलॉजी इन म्हापसा. म्हापशेच्या वाठारांतल्या सगळ्या लोकांक खबर आसा की कितली प्रामाणीकपणे ती थंय काम करता, लोकांची सेवा करता. आतां तिका टार्गेट करपाचें कारण कितें? बिकॉज शी इज द डेप्युटी डायरेक्टर इन DH हेल्थ सर्विसीस. So as per the due time she'll be the director of health services. So तिच्या करियराची वाट लावपाक हो नालायक विश्वजीत राणे ब्रोकर मंत्री जो फक्त जागे विकपाच्या हातून पेटला तिच्या करियराच्या फाटल्यान लागला. आणि न्यूज चॅनल न्यूज मारता की शी इज सस्पेंडेड ऑन व्हॉट बेसिस? Who has suspended her? Who is Vishwajit Rane to suspend people from health services? There is a procedure. Memo has to be issued, show cause has to be issued, party has to be heard, there has to be substantial complaints against those doctors or those health services who are working there, and then a committee will be formed and then the decision will be taken by the public health department. हो कोण रे येवन थंय सांगपाक राजशाही चलयता तो. ताज्या उपरांत 2023 हांव गोंयकारांक याद करून दिवपाक सोदता. 7 जुलय 2023 हो डेंटल कॉलेज हॉस्पिटलान गेल्लो, सेम असोच इरॅटिक वे. थंय गेलो, अरे कोण ते, एक दोतोर नर्स सोनिया केरकर आणि निकिता नाईक हाणें ऑन रिकॉर्ड ऑन मिडिया कॅमेरा ही सेड आय एम सस्पेंडेड इमिजिएटली. विचारप ना, कांय ना, तांचेर कंप्लेन ना. इट इज देर ऑन रिकॉर्ड, इट इज देर ऑन मिडिया चॅनल्स वेर इज सेइंग यू आर सस्पेंडेड इमिजिएटली. So this is a crony behavior of this mental asylum patient called Vishwajit Rane. I think the Chief Minister of Goa I had actually told him yesterday to immediately check him in some of the nearest IPHB. पूण आमकां कळ्ळें हो गोंय पळोवन धांवला म्हणून, गोंयान ना खंय तो. सो मुख्यमंत्र्यान आसा थंयच्यान धरून हाका पयलीं IPHB व्हरून एडमीट करचो. ताची मानसीक स्थिती सारकी ना. ज्याची मानसीक स्थिती सारकी ना तो गोंय राज्याचें आरोग्य आनी कितें सांबाळटलो. आमी आतां काल पळयलें की सगळे एसोसिएशन ऑल ओवर द कंट्री, ऑल ओवर द स्टेट्स आर कमिंग इन सपोर्ट ऑफ डॉक्टर कुर्टीकर, रुद्रेश कुर्टीकर, जाणें 20 पेक्षा वयर आय थिंक क्लोज टू 22 वर्सां ताणें थंय लोकांची सेवा केल्या GMCन. आनी ताका ताणें लिटरली ही हॅज ह्युमिलेटेड द डॉक्टर फ्रेटर्निटी. आज प्रत्येक डॉक्टर इज अंडर थ्रेट. वी हॅव सीन इन ऑल अदर स्टेट्स doctors are being attacked. There is no safety for the doctors, and here we are seeing and minister who is in power is abusing the doctor, is using unparliamentary language in the premises of the hospital where he has no authority. The appointing authority of that doctor is the MS who should actually talk to him. But this erratic minister who has lost his mind is behaving like a mental person there. Yesterday we saw the IMA Goa has come out with a statement where they have deeply condemned the act of the minister. They have asked the state government to take stringent action against this, failing which they have said that we will have to they are waiting probably to see what the government is taking a stand. They have asked for a fair, transparent and structured inquiry into this. We have also seen the Radiology and Imaging Association Goa chapter also coming out and condemning the behavior of the irresponsible attitude of the minister, where the dignity of the doctor is attacked. So where they are saying that he has to ask for a public apology in front of Goa, not on a tweet. He cannot sit in Bombay and put out a tweet and media channels will publish the tweet. No. If he has guts to talk in front of camera and abuse a doctor, he should have the guts to come out in camera and say sorry to the doctor. So they also have issued an press release. Also the Federation of All India Medical Association, National, have written to the Chief Minister, a copy to the Prime Minister, a copy to the Honorable Union Minister of Health, a copy to IMA, a copy to National Human Rights Commission, copy to National Medical Council, copy to National and Regional Media Houses, which has been issued yesterday, mentioning about the erratic behavior of the minister, the irresponsible behavior of the minister, where they have categorically mentioned that the patient had come to take an injection of B12, which was not serious in nature, which could have been taken in any ward. This shows that the government has completely collapsed and failed to even provide B12 medicines to normal Goans in any of the health centers or any of the wards of Goa Medical College. Goa Medical College, all Goans know, is so much overloaded that the doctors who are working in emergency ward are already stressed, because sometimes there are no beds. Then there are medical accident cases, heart cases, stroke cases. So Goa Medical College is already stressed. So this behavior they have mentioned, and they have demanded that an public apology has to be given by the minister. Then an independent inquiry has to be had on this minister for the harassment on on-duty doctors. They have asked for stringent guidelines, restriction on interference in, all these elected people, so-called VVIP should not interfere in the emergency department. And they have given an ultimatum of 72 hours to the Chief Minister of Goa, who also is a doctor, failing which they have said we will go on a nationwide protest. So you can feel the intensity of this incident, that the doctor fraternity across India have come in support of Dr. Rudresh Kuttikar. So as a citizen of Goa, I request everyone that when the Federation of All India Medical Association of our country is standing by Dr. Rudresh, it is our duty, it is our moral duty to stand with Dr. Rudresh. We all as Congress party will stand with him. We will stand with the doctor fraternity, and whatever is be required to put this man in place. And I think such erratic persons, you must be knowing, he was the same person who charged that Rafale files were in Manor Parrikar's cupboard. So he's the same guy. So you can imagine the erratic emotions of this guy who was the then minister in Manor Parrikar's cabinet when he was a defense minister, who said that Rafale files are in Manor Parrikar. I don't know what happened to those files, who took those files. So I think Amit Shah has to now go in deep into his houses and check for those files. Now the issue, what he has created yesterday is actually a criminal thing in terms of the IPC. Now, as per IPC section 504, any misbehavior with duty doctor, nurse, ward boy or other staff amounts to 2 years of imprisonment. We demand the Chief Minister of Goa to to put a section of 504 on Vishwajit Rane. Use of abusive language, which is 504 also, for 2 years of imprisonment. That also has to be charged on him. Threat to duty doctor, which is 506 IPC, imprisonment is 3 to 7 years. Attack on duty doctor, section 332, section 333 of IPC, the punishment is 3 to 10 years of imprisonment. Forceful entry into the hospital, section 141, section 143, 6 months of imprisonment. So all, if we put the sections, minimum this guy has to go through 2 years behind the bar. So the way he was actually telling the doctor that I will make sure that you are not reinstated till my term is over for next 2 years, this bugger has to go in the jail. So I think the entire Goa should ask and demand the Chief Minister to put these charges on Vishwajit Rane and arrest him immediately, sack him from all his ministerial post. Because there is a High Court judgment in Punjab where a similar incident had happened, where minister had suspended a health officer and the High Court had given a judgment on 6 November 2024, where it says there was a writ which was filed by number 21287 of 2024 between Dr. Nirmal Dhaiya and the state of Haryana, where the court said that the order is without jurisdiction, as the minister had no authority to issue such directions. That means the minister has no authority to issue directions regarding suspension of a health employee. This is a High Court judgment. So there are enough evidence, there are enough the IPC codes sections are there. The Chief Minister is the head of all the ministers, where Council of Ministers are being appointed by him. So if Dr. Pramod Sawant feels that he is a doctor by profession, and if he feels that he has to take care of the dignity of the doctor profession, if he has to protect the doctor fraternity, then we demand that on immediate basis Vishwajit Rane has to be sacked. All these sections 504, 332, 141, 427 has to be charged on Vishwajit Rane, he has to be immediately arrested and he should ask a open public apology in front of camera, in front of Goans. I had spoken to the IMA. I have been getting calls, so many calls since yesterday. Doctors are calling me. All these victims who are illegally terminated by this erratic minister are calling me. We have given them an assurance that Congress party, we will stand by them. We are here to protect the dignity. आमची गोंयकारांचे म्हाका दिसता स्वाभिमान आमकां आतां प्रोटेक्ट करपाचो गरज आसा. हो अटॅक एक फक्त दोतोराचेर न्ही. दिस इज एन अटॅक ऑन द फ्रेटर्निटी ऑफ डॉक्टर्स. दिस इज एन अटॅक ऑन एवरी गोवन्स. बिकॉज फाल्यां आमकां जर कितें जालें जाल्यार आमचें आरोग्य जर तर वाचयतले, आमकां जर बरें करतले जाल्यार ते दोतोर करता. सो दिस इज एन अटॅक ऑन एवरी गोवन. म्हाका दिसता गोंयकारांचो स्वाभिमान राखपाचो हो प्रश्न आसा. ह्या विश्वजीत राण्यान तो ट्रिगर केला. आमी ह्या दोतोरा बरोबर रावतले. ते कितें स्टेप घेता, फाल्यां रस्त्यार देंवचे पडले जाल्यार वी विल बी देर. वी विल मेक शुअर दॅट वी फोर्स द गव्हर्मेंट टू गेट दीस मॅन आउट ऑफ द सिस्टम. आय रिक्वेस्ट बाब तुलियो डिसुजा, ज्यांचे फादर इन लॉ वॉज द एक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर. He has a lot of contribution towards that Goa Medical College. So I request him to address you. And probably maybe John would stress on certain points of suspension, as he was the head of Goa Government Employees Union President. And then we'll take questions.
बाब अमित पाटकारान आज काही विशयाचेर कनेक्टेड विथ येस्टरडेज इन्सिडेंटाचे उल्लेख करून तुमकां बारीकसाणेन सांगला कितें म्हणून परिणाम ह्या एक्शनाचो आसा. नाव वॉट हॅपन्स इज वी ऑल आर shocked. The whole Goa is shocked. In fact, this news has created national headlines that a health minister has to visit a hospital to check on certain things that are happening. Where has the administration collapsed? Where is the chain of command? जशे भाशेन आमच्या अध्यक्षान सांगला, थंय एक डीन आसा, थंय एक मेडिकल सुपरिंटेंडंट आसा, थंय एक CMO आसा आनी थंय एक इन्चार्ज आसा. सडनली एक आरोग्य मंत्री थंय वचून एका वॉर्डान घुसून आनी ताचो व्हिडिओ रिकॉर्डिंग काडून लोकां मुखार दवरप, हें बरोबर? दोन क्षेत्र जे आसा, एक शिक्षण क्षेत्रान आनी एक आरोग्य क्षेत्रान, देर इज सम अमाउंट ऑफ सेक्रेडनेस टू दीज टू, एड्युकेशन एंड हेल्थ. Just like a classroom is a sacred space between a student and a teacher, likewise the ward, the emergency ward is a sacred space of the patients and the doctors attending to them. थंय साधारणपणी कोणे घुसून व्हिडिओ काढूंक जायना. ते दुसरे पेशंट आसा थंय, each one has his own privacy. पूण हे बेशिस्तपणा काम करून आता काय तुमकां खबर आसा, काँग्रेस पक्षान फ्रॉम 1980 ऑनवर्ड्स ह्या भलायकी क्षेत्रान, ह्या आरोग्य क्षेत्रान बरी पॉलिसी हाडून सगळ्या गांवांनी हेल्थ सेंटर घालून आनी गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजीचो विस्तार करून आमच्या गोंयकारा खातीर ह्यो सवलती तयार करून दवरलेल्यो. ताचोच बापूय प्रताप सिंग राणे आनी डॉक्टर विल्फ्रेड डिसोजा हांणी बरे येवजण्यो काडून हे सगळें प्लॅनिंग करून हें गोंयकारा खातीर फावो केल्लें. पूण आज तुमी त्या वेळार केन्नाच आयकूंक ना की रिनोन डॉक्टर लायक डॉक्टर विल्फ्रेड डिसोजा थंय वचून दोतोरां कडेन बॉब मारून कामां करून घेवप बिकॉज देर वॉज अ शिस्तपणी बरे भाशेन अ सिस्टम वॉज क्रिएटेड. चुकी जातात सगळ्यांच्योच, पूण त्यो चुकी कश्यो सॉल्व करप, त्या चुकीचेर कशें कारवाई करूंक जाय जाल्या पासून कारवाई करप, ताका एक शिस्त आसता, ताका एक मॅन्युअल आसता. पूण जेन्ना हे उंचा पावंड्या वयले लोकांनी ही पदां सांबाळ्ळी, असले केन्नाच आमी तरी आयकूंक ना की लोक वचून मिनिस्टर वचून थंय बॉब मारून लोकांक दोतोरांक गेट आवट आनी अशें. आज म्हाका दिसता गोंयकार are totally shocked at this type of a behavior, and Goans consider this, not only Congress party, that this is an attack not on one Dr. Kuttikar. It is definitely demeaning him. This is an attack on the entire medical fraternity of Goa. The entire medical fraternity, not only in Goa Medical College and every health center of the state, but even among the private doctors, there is a disquiet today. Because if the health minister leads by this type of an example, when government, even at the central level, is trying to bring more and more laws to see that doctors are protected while delivering their service to the community, to prevent misbehavior that might occur, today we have a wrong example being set. आणि असले उदाहरणान तर आमी भलायकी क्षेत्रांत फुडें सरले जाल्यार ह्या दोतोरांचो मूड, ह्या वातावरणान कशें ते लोकांची इलाज करतले, लोकांक सर्वीस दितले. इफ दे आर केप्ट अंडर दिस टायप ऑफ अ ट्रॉमा, म्हाका दिसना गोंयकारां मुखार आरोग्य क्षेत्रांत एक बरे दीस येवपाचे आसा. आमचे जशें आमच्या अध्यक्षान सांगलां, आमकां हेजेर मुख्यमंत्र्याची ताबडतोब कारवाई जावपाक जाय. कारवाई जावपाक जाय. तो एक दोतोर आनी तेणें तर आपणाच्या दोतोराच्या फ्रॅटर्निटीक सांबाळून तांचे फाटल्यान उबो रावन ताणें कितें तरी करूंक जाय. कित्याक म्हाका दिसता these type of things are not only Congress versus BJP, this is the whole state of Goa. प्रत्येक गोंयकार आज एकदम दुखी आसा असले घडणुकी पळोवन. थँक्यू.
सस्पेन्शन हांव एक टॉपिकाचेर उलयतलो, कित्याक हांव पयलो गोवा गव्हर्मेंट एम्प्लॉईज एसोसिएशनाचो अध्यक्ष आसलो आनी ऑल इंडिया स्टेट गव्हर्मेंट एम्प्लॉईज फेडरेशनाचो सेक्रेटरी आसलो. ह्या नात्यान सस्पेन्शन इज नॉट ए पनिशमेंट, बट इट लीड्स ए ब्लॉट ऑन द कॅरियर ऑफ ए सिन्सियर गव्हर्मेंट सर्वंट. वेन शूड सस्पेन्शन बी रिसॉर्टेड टू? ओनली इन केस ऑफ सिरियस एलिगेशन्स and when there are chances that a person who is likely to be suspended could tamper with evidence and could influence the inquiry. In this present case, there was no chance that this particular doctor would tamper with any evidence, nor would influence any person, and the inquiry could be in his favor. So this is totally unlawful suspension. मागीर एक एम्प्लॉई जेन्ना सस्पेंड करता न्हू, तेका ती पळय एगोनी जाता, तेजो तो डिस्ट्रेस जाता. एट मेनी टायम्स पीपल go in depression, and at times people can even commit suicide. There are cases when people who have a bright career and who are looking for this upliftment of their career, and if their career is this affected like this, then there are chances that they can go in depression and they can commit suicide. So that is this he has done, offense he has done, health minister has done by suspending this sincere doctor. पळय एक फावट सस्पेंड जालो की ना त्या डॉक्टराक कांय जायना. ही इज ओनली डिबार्ड फ्रॉम परफॉर्मिंग हीज ड्युटीज, बट ही वील गेट 50% subsistence allowance for the 90 days. Within 90 days, government will have to file a charge sheet against him. Now, what are the charges? What he had done? If the government fails to file the charge sheet within 90 days, then if the government requires more time, then the subsistence allowance will increase to 75%. Without doing any duties, he will get the subsistence allowance of 75% salary. So, in all these cases, the state of Goa is at loss for the negligence of this health minister. Supreme Court has time and again clearly said that in various judgments that suspension is not a punishment and cannot be resorted to in simple acts. There has to be only serious allegations, criminal allegations, then only this person can be suspended. So with this only, I will say that this suspension was totally unlawful, and the Chief Minister of Goa and the Health Minister, Honorable Health Minister, is on record saying that I will not allow this doctor to enter as long as I am the Health Minister. And he also says that he will be Health Minister for 2 years. आता Supreme Court कितें म्हणटा, within 3 months charge sheet has to be filed, and within another 3 months inquiry has to be concluded. So altogether 6 months. In 6 months, the doctor will definitely come out clean. And when the doctor comes out clean, he has to be reinstated. And as per Health Minister's remark, he don't want the doctor to be reinstated and work under him, under his ministry. That means what he is doing. So the Health Minister is working against the Supreme Court guidelines, judgments. So this is the reason Goa should demand the resignation of the Health Minister, or the Chief Minister should intervene because of the Supreme Court judgments and sack this minister. That's all.
Very good afternoon to all of you present here. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Amit Patkar for giving us a platform to address this issue. Today I will not talk as the youth president, working president of Goa, but as a citizen of Goa. I will not talk much because most of and all the points were covered by our president and all our senior leaders. But there is a volcano which is suppressed within. Not just me, I think so millions of Goans, millions of doctor family, and millions of people who see this dictatorship happening time and again. And this needs to explode. This is not just coming from a political party or a political to politicize this matter. The reason why I'm talking to you in English is because Mr. Vishwajit Rane always walks into the Goa Medical College as if he owns the property and speaks blunt English, as if he's the only one who's educated in this entire country. And doctors are not having any position in front of him. Who is he? Who is he to ask doctors to not put their hands in pocket? Who is he to sit before a doctor as if he doesn't care about them? He is the health minister, he doesn't own them, and they are not his slaves. Health minister has to understand that there is a protocol that needs to follow. I will say that fine, might be a patient went into the doctor's casualty room and asked for a B12 injection. I will not blame the patient. Maybe the patient is not aware of how the system works. And there is a failure, as Mr. Amit Patkar has mentioned, there is a failure in the health department, not just in this one particular case, but in several cases. Who is going to sign the suspension order of this minister? If there was a complaint made, was there any proof that this doctor was speaking unruly to the patient? On what grounds did this minister go there, walk in there and humiliate this doctor, asking him to take his mask off, front of his colleagues, front of media? Is this a media trial going on? You prove him guilty without giving him a chance to talk in public. There is a one-way communication. There's a dictatorship going on. What made you do this? There are several incidents that we can point out, but here it has to stop. A health minister has to be balancing patients and doctors, because doctors are the backbone of the health department. Health minister, you do not run this department. You need to thank your doctors for supporting you in times of crisis. There are limited resources there. Yet they are working day in, day out. And you come and put another stress on them. Who gives you this right? Who gives you the right of putting mental stress on doctors? They need to have a clear mind, a clear focus to treat patients, to deal with serious cases. As far as I know of Dr. Rudresh, I don't know him personally, but this doctor has a very clean record. He is one of the senior doctors there who has treated millions of patients. He has a skill of being calm in crisis to bring out patient and give them life. And this health minister, who's a BCom graduate and claims to have management studies done, what he knows about medical, what he knows about doctors, who has given him the right? We condemn this act. He has to not only apologize in public, but he has to go there in Goa Medical College, call all the doctors there and apologize them. Because this is his behavior. And I would ask Dr. Rudresh to sit on the chair, and minister should be standing right across him, and let Mr. Rudresh sit, and minister, the same thing has to happen, but reverse it. Minister has no power to condemn and to behave this way with their health department, who is their health force. We condemn this act. We ask an apologize statement to be made. We ask him to be suspended. He has to be stripped from the position of the health minister, because he is not doing any good for the department and the doctors, but he is taking the department down further, crumbling it even more low. That's it. Thank you.
Questions?
अमित बाब, तुम्ही जायती सेक्शनां सांगली ती लागू जातली म्हणून. तर काँग्रेस पार्टीन तुम्ही पयले कंप्लेन फायल करपाच्या
हांवें सेक्शनां कित्याक सांगली, आमी 4 दीस पयलीं एक प्रेस घेतिल्ली ऑन वेलसांव, वेर आमचो आदलो मुख्यमंत्री मनोहर पर्रीकराचो व्हिडियोय लायिल्लो हांवें. थंय हे पुलीस डिपार्टमेंट एका कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराच्या सब कॉन्ट्रॅक्टराचेर इल्लिगली ट्रेसपासिंगाचे गोंयकारांचे केसी करता. एक मिनिस्टर हॉस्पिटलान वता आनी डॉक्टर फ्रेटर्निटीक अब्यूज करता, ह्युमिलिएट करता आनी तांचेर अटॅक करता. There are provisions in the IPC which allows the government to take action. Tomorrow morning, I don't want to reveal everything, but whatever cases I have mentioned about 5 names where this imbalanced minister has terminated, suspended certain Goans in various departments like FDA, GMC, and all those lab technicians. So this we are going to take up tomorrow. We will not leave this Vishwajit Rane. And हे सगळे राणेच मरे, हे सगळे सस्पेंड केले ते राणेच. So we will go behind it. Let us see what IMA has to do. I think IMA and the FAIMA also has given time to the government of 72 hours. So let's see what the government is acting on this. We Goans, I think, are having hope because the chief minister himself is a doctor. Now if he fails, then he will fail the people of Goa and he will prove that he is not a doctor. He cannot protect his own fraternity. What he will take care of Goans?
तुम्ही आता पर्रीकराचे उदाहरण दिले म्हणून सांगता. एका टायमार ह्याच पर्रीकरान आउट ऑफ द वे वचून जीएमसीचो कारभार सुदारचो म्हणून अमेरिकेच्यान 2-3 दोतोरां हांगा हाडलेले बाय जीएमसीन. आयज चित्र फाटलें दिसता.
न्ही कितें जालां आतां चड डिटेलान या नाका बिकॉज इन कमिंग डेज वी आर गोइंग टू एक्सपोज दीस विश्वजीत राणे that how he, a BCom graduate, is exploiting Goa Medical College for corruption. There are multiple cases. Congress party has time and again taken out these issues. We have filed complaints, but now the time has come. People of Goa should remember COVID time. People of Goa should be reminded that this corrupt ब्रोकर मिनिस्टर विश्वजीत राणेन 3,000च्या वयर गोंयकारांक मारले. कित्याक लागून? ऑक्सिजन नाशिल्ले म्हणून. याद करात ते दीस. वोत तो विश्वजीत राणे व्हेंटिलेटर हाडिल्ले. व्हेंटिलेटर एक व्हेंटिलेटरा फाटल्यान लाखांनी कमिशनां खाले हाणें. एक गोंयकार थंय फार्मासी चलयतालो जीएमसीन, ताका ताणें टार्गेट करून वेलनेस हाडले आपले कमिशनां बसोवपाक. सो देर आर मल्टिपल instances which are there, which we will in due course of time, you will see in coming week, will take out. Today I think the question is the attack on Dr. रुद्रेश कुट्टीकर, आनी म्हाका दिसता हांव तुमचें धन्यवाद करता खास करून, कित्याक आज आयतार आसून सुद्दां तुमी आयले. आमचे बेजिकली एक गोंयकारांचो जो ताणें सांगलो तो वोल्केनो राग जो आसा पळय, हो मातसो गोंयकारां मेरेन पावयात. आशा बाळगितांक हें प्रत्येक गोंयच्या काना कोपऱ्यान ही न्यूज वतली आनी विश्वजीत राण्याचें खरें कितें पिक्चर आसा हें गोंयकारां मुखार येवपाक जाय.
अमित बाब, तुवें जी सेक्शनां सांगली आनी जे केसीचो रेफरन्स दिलो पंजाब हायकोर्टाचो आनी थंयचो जो तेणें इलिगली जे ट्रेसपास केलो आनी जे सेक्शन सांगले आनी एका गोंयच्या मुख्यमंत्र्याक तुवें एक्ट जा म्हणून सांगला हाजेर, तुका दिसता अशी एक उलोवणी आसा गोंयाक एक मुख्यमंत्री आसा आनी एक सुपर मुख्यमंत्री म्हणून आसा. मुख्यमंत्री ह्या विश्वजीत राणेचेर एक्ट जातलो अशें दिसता. जर जायना जाल्यार तुमचे पार्टीचे कितें स्टँड आसतलें ही सेक्शनां लावन ताका 2 वर्सां खातीर प्रिजनां वचपा खातीर तुमी
न्ही कितें आसा पळय, देर आर सेवरल असोसिएशन्स ऑफ डॉक्टर फ्रेटर्निटी. Already they have issued letters to the chief minister, letters to prime minister. They have given them certain timeline. The Federation of All India Medical Association has given 72 hours. So we don't want to politicize this issue. नाल्यार फाल्यां म्हणटले काँग्रेस पार्टी politicize करता म्हणून. We are here today in support of the doctor fraternity. Let us wait and watch. If no justice comes for Dr. Rudresh Kuttikar, we will step in. Then what has to be done under this IPC, under this Haryana High Court, we will do it, whatever has to be done.
सगळं झाल्याच्या नंतर विश्वजीत राणेंनी संध्याकाळी स्पष्टीकरण दिलं त्याच्यावर. ते म्हणतात की मी तिथे गेल्याच्या नंतर माझा आवाज चढलेला होता, मी संयम ठेवायला पाहिजे होता, त्याची जबाबदारी मी स्वीकारतो. पण दुसऱ्या बाजूनं कुट्टीकरांनी संबंधित पेशंटला सेवा दिली नव्हती, त्यामुळे मी अजिबात माफी मागणार नाही असं काल त्यांनी स्टेटमेंट.
सो पयली विश्वजीत राण्यान एडमिट करून की B12चे इंजेक्शन घेवपाक गोंयकारांक इमर्जन्सीन वचचें पडटलें. दॅट इटसेल्फ इज अ वायलेशन. लेट विश्वजीत राणे कम क्लीन एंड से दॅट एवरी गोवन फाल्यां B12चे इंजेक्शन जोर आयलो जाल्यार तुका क्रोसीन घेवपाक इमर्जन्सीन वचचें पडटलें. लेट हिम टेल नो.
अमित बाब, तेजच जोड
वयल्यान ताणें ते ट्विटान सांगलें आय विल नॉट अपोलोजायज म्हणटा तो for the mistake what Dr. Rudresh has done.
अमित बाब, त्याच्यात जोडून एक माझा प्रश्न असा, जो विश्वजीत राणे कालचे इन्सिडेंटाचेर कसो खरो तो दाखोवपाचो कांय लोकां कडल्यान प्रयत्न जाता. विश्वजीतान काल केला ते बरोबर म्हणपाचे कांय लोक ताका प्रोटेक्ट करपाचे हे करता. हाजेर तुजी मत कितें?
ना कितें आसा ना, हांवें आतां तुका सांगता तशें काल हो इन्सिडंट जाल्ल्याक हांवें एक व्हिडिओ काडलो. म्हाका व्हिडिओ काडचो पडलो कित्याक लोकांचो आक्रोश. बिलीव मी, मोर देन 100 people, doctors, patients, victims called me. Today when we made out public that we are going live at 11:30, there are so many calls since morning. There are these victims who called me and told that जाता कितें in a family, husband is a doctor, wife is a doctor, kids are doctor. So they are so much pressurized under trauma because कितें करीत जाल्यार हो फाल्यां तांचे एक्शन घेता. आज डॉक्टर फ्रेटर्निटीक भंय आसा. आज आमी भायर येवपाचें कारण दॅट वी हॅव टोल्ड देम हांगा एक्चुली खरें म्हणल्यार वी ऑल गोवन्स हॅव टू स्टँड बाय द डॉक्टर फ्रेटर्निटी. जो हे काही लोक ताजे चित्र दाखोवपाक पळय सोदता, आक्रोश सगळ्या गोंयकारां भितर विश्वजीत राणे कितें तो खबर आसा. बेश्टेच ताजे रॉंग पिक्चर पोर्ट्रे करचे न्ही. जो विश्वजीत राणे बरो म्हणून दाखोवपाचो प्रयत्न करतलो, पीपल वील जज हिम की बाबा हें कितें तरी सेटींग जालां आसतलें म्हणून.
थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
थँक्यू.